All right. I'm a bit off camera. Hello and welcome to I Am Not Trying to Kill You, Mountainboat episode 3. I am Ashton. I'm going to be your GM today. We're playing Dungeon World by Adam Coble and Sage Latara. And with me, I have the lovely Emily.
Hello.
Emily, do you want to give me a description of your character and all that?
Sure. Yeah. Yep. So, hi, I'm Emily. I am. Do you want me to talk about me or just about Titus?
Let us know who you are and then tell us about your character. How's
Okay.
That
Sure. Okay. Hi, I'm Emily. I'm an artist and filmmaker. I'm Blackwell Says on Twitter. And I am playing Titus, who is a paladin. He's quite a young knight, and he's trying real hard to be good, even though he's a bit of a coward.
Cool, awesome. Jimmy, do you want to let us know who you are and who you're playing?
Sup, I'm Jimmy. I do a lot of things like hosting and podcasts, and you might have seen me at Supernova over the weekend. I'm at roleplay_James on Twitter, and I am playing as Zeno, a human wizard who is a bit bumbleish, but always tries his best and has a very strong sense of right and wrong.
Cool. And Maze, tell us about yourself and who you're playing.
Hi, I'm Maze. I do audio for video games, and my character is Cora, and they are a bard, and most of their songs are just sort of narration, but I'm really trying to get Zeno to be a little bit more of a hero. So, yep.
Cool, awesome. Does anyone want to recap for us where we're up to? You want to have a go? Once you finish chewing?
Yep. Yeah, sure. So, last episode, we came down from the mountain, whereupon we had explored a ruined ship that was at the peak of the mountain and was filled with harpies. So we came down the mountain last episode. We managed to avoid an encounter with a yeti in the middle of the night, narrowly, although I think we lost Zeno's hat in the process. And a shoe, yeah. We came into the town, name of which I've forgotten, Zeno?
It's good, the town is
we got into...
Rao, thank you. So we came down the mountain into Rao, which is like a wizarding town with a big institute, and basically tried to tell people, like, there's the ship, it's full of harpies, and also this family is doing weird stuff, but kind of nobody listened.
We spoke to a lot of my friends.
Yeah, and they were not friendly.
No.
So we're a bit suspicious about that. We think maybe someone is applying pressure externally because no one seems to like us snooping. So I think we resolved, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think we resolved to go seek out the paladins to see if we could get another side of a story, or did we decide we were going to go to a...
So we're going to keep the keep on the Strand, which is the paladin keep, or Fort Atlas, which is the...
Yeah, what did we decide?
The, like, main city.
I know at the end oh, sorry, go on. Go on, Mace.
I think we left off in that it was like a church for your paladins with lots of like traitor, keep out, and stuff like that scrolled all over it.
I think that was what made us go, like, there's some kind of weird thing going on between these guys and the paladins that we don't really understand, but I don't know whether we decided that that was connected to what we're investigating or not.
No, that's where we ended. We ended in the church, and we were looking to try and figure out if there was any reason.
Yeah.
I think you brought me there, and to try and figure that out.
Yeah, to be like, what is with this? Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
Cool.
Before we go much further, last week I resolved a bond with Titus.
Yeah.
So we need to work out a new one.
Yep. Let me just see if I did as well. I know that I resolved one, I think. You
would have resolved. We had very similar bonds.
So,
I think my one with you
What do your bonds look like now? What have they changed into?
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to do yours? Do you want to discuss yours first, Xena?
Well, okay. What I was thinking is something along the lines of, I'm starting to feel trusted among you guys, particularly to Titus. I'm starting to feel that Titus depends on, like, feels like he can trust me. And the bond I was thinking was something along the lines of Titus trusts me. I must try to not betray it, or something like, I hope I don't let them down.
Yeah.
Is that sort of makes sense?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I would say even that Titus looks up to you. Like, Titus is
All right.
you as like a moral compass. So I don't know if that informs your choice or not, but yeah.
Okay, so how about this? Titus looks up to me. I hope I never let him down.
Yep, cool. Okay.
Cool.
And I have one that with Cora that was resolved. So the one that I had with Cora was Cora has stood by me in battle and can be trusted completely.
Hey.
Which I think is maybe a little different now. I don't not trust Cora, but I think I'm starting to find that, yeah, Cora has like their own kind of narrative or motives going that I don't know anything about. So I'm not quite sure how I want to word that. And what I want to, like, how I want to respond to that change, because I guess that's the other part of a bond is like, what will I do or not do? You still have the egg, don't you?
No.
No,
No?
the egg was left in a skeleton on the edge of it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
We got rid of it.
That's
We got rid of that
Got rid of
pretty
it.
quickly.
We did, yeah. Okay.
And you pledged to help me with the.
Yes,
the
so it should
harpies.
maybe be
Yeah.
something about that. So I think maybe I should say
Maybe something along the lines of Cora's heart is always true.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that you also,
But they-
you also detected evil.
I did.
Oh yeah.
I did. Okay, so I think it's
Okay,
something
that completely changes
yeah.
things.
I think it's to do
I've
with
completely forgotten about that. Thank you, GM.
Yeah, I think it's to do with like it's got to be something that represents like these two now completely opposing ideas. Like, I've pledged a quest. I've pledged to help Cora do this thing, and I need to, be loyal to them and follow through on that because that's sacred. But also, there's something in them that is evil. So yeah, I want something that kind of reflects that. Conflict. So I think I would just say, could it be as simple as I have seen evil in Cora, but I will follow through on my pledge anyway, or something like that? Like,
Yep.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll try and find a wording that's like that works.
Yeah, cool.
It is
Awesome.
good.
Now, did you mark an XP for having finished that that last time? Good, cool.
Yep.
Jimmy, you've leveled up. What did you gain?
Yes, I have leveled up. I am now at level 2. And I have grabbed an extra level 1 spell, which is Charm Person.
Yep. Cool.
And I also have another move, which is Logical.
Excellent. What does that do?
Let me look it up.
I think I know what it does, but I want to hear a description anyway.
Yep. Logical. When you use strict deduction to analyze your surroundings, you can discern realities with intelligence instead of wisdom.
Ah, very cool.
That's
Very
interesting.
nice. All right.
I mean, that's really useful for me because my intelligence is quite a bit higher than my wisdom.
Yeah, definitely. Maze, has Cora had any changes that we need to check in on?
I don't think so. I think so. This is not my first adventure with Titus as a Bond, and now that is like TBA resolved, like it's close to being, I think. Yeah, I don't know, feeling a bit unsure about that. Other than that, everything is the same. I leveled up last game, so that's already done. Yep.
Alright, so we pan back down onto our players. Have we left yet, or did you want to investigate this this temple some more?
I think
Okay.
that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Was I with you guys at this point? I honestly
You
don't
were,
know.
Yeah.
yes.
We were
Yeah,
all
we were
together.
all
We were
Yeah.
standing
together.
outside the temple last we saw, but I want to know whether we pan back down onto you in the temple or on the road.
I think on the road. I want to take a second to absorb what I'm seeing and try and figure out if I know the history that the wizards and the paladins have. I feel like that maybe I should know a little bit about the conflict there anyway. Or
So you mean on
when
the road in
this-
front of the thing, right? Okay, right, not traveling.
Yeah. Sorry, I
You
thought.
meant on the road, like traveling away,
Traveling.
didn't you?
That's fine.
Right.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well,
We're
then in
outside
that
the
case-
temple. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
still outside the temple.
So, yeah,
Sorry.
So the Temple of the Sun stands before you. It's a massive golden, brass like symbol has like fallen down, and a broken sign that like broken the sign where once the word traitors was scrawled across it and the walls. The door is like the door is molded and broken and hangs loosely on its hinges, and like you see like sparrows like darting in and out of that front door.
Okay. I would imagine that I would know something about this. It's happened in my town, so I reckon there would have to be some kind of incident.
Yeah,
That would have
do you want
caused.
to roll a spout lore to see if you remember anything about this incident?
Yep. Let me just. Spout law is wisdom or intelligence.
Intelligence, yeah.
Intelligence. All right. Let's see what the dice say.
9, something interesting but not necessarily useful.
That's okay. I don't know how much useful we're going to get out of the temple
Yeah,
anyway.
so I think you know that paladins of of the Order of the Hand of the Sun are viewed in this town slightly like foolish people who don't realize that they're fakes.
Right.
Like, I think maybe that's part of the reason that you just decided to come along, maybe. I don't know. Is that initially you were like, well, this person's obviously going to need my help because, right? In that generally, and it's up to you whether or not you hold this kind of like belief, but the general consensus is that like they don't know what they're doing, and it's causing like they're just using up resources, right?
Right. Okay. So that makes sense. It makes sense that, like in this field, the battle between science and religion, for lack of better terms, are actually finally butting heads in a fantasy realm, and I guess it's just some radicals.
I mean, yeah, this has been like
like, I mean, obviously, or like, that's actually a really interesting question. Titus, can you tell me how long, or like how the worshipping the sun, how long has that been common? Like, is it something that you've always done, or something that do you know how far back it goes, or?
Right. You mean like as in like how old is the order, or like was there more of this kind of religion prior to them forming?
it looks like this might be this church in particular, this temple in particular, seems like it might have been attacked by like people who either weren't happy with it or like either it was here for a while and something went wrong, or it got set up and it wasn't welcome.
Yeah. Okay.
And I can sort of see that, you know, it depends on how far they sort of spread out and at what rate.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Because I wouldn't put it past a bunch of xenophobic scientists to be like, no, get your like, we've got test data, get your
weird religious whatever away. Yeah. Okay. I mean, can I consult my historical knowledge? Do I know? I must have been taught like
Do you know what
taught
that
like
sounds to me?
the origins of this religion.
Sounds like a spout law.
Outlaw. Cool. Well, I'm not very smart, so it's a case of whether or not I remember this stuff, but we'll have a go. How I do? No, I don't remember this. Oh dear, how embarrassing! How embarrassing. Okay, so yeah, I think
this is just news to you.
Yeah, exactly. I think maybe that's it. Maybe he wasn't really taught this stuff, like, and it maybe only just occurs to him now. Like as you ask him, he's like, well, I don't. It's just sort of always been there. I'm not sure. And yeah, you can see he like goes a bit like red in the face. Like this is a really weird thing to not know.
I think
yeah.
One of the things is that you asked your mentor, like about history, in the past, and like Aronica, your mentor, really dodged the question, like every time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think he says that too. He's like, you know, actually, now I think of it, every time I would ask Aronica about this, she just sort of didn't answer the question. Something always happened.
Interesting.
But the keep where we all reside is a very old building, and it seems very empty now, like it was very full of people once. So there must have been.
I mean, if you're going to ask anyone, Master Aphis, the one that leads the order, it's probably a good place to start if you want to know more about the history.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think we've got answers for you. Like that seems like a good direction to me.
Will that help us?
Well, that's the second question at the keep. This is at the keep that we're heading to, where your order resides, right?
Yeah.
So, do they have any kind of scientific facilities or any sort of?
You mean because we want to try and learn? Because of course our main goal is to learn more about what the family. The ship.
That's what I'd like to do. I'd like to be able to.
Yeah. So I feel like if I would have assumed up until this point that there would be, very old and excellent sort of libraries of like lore and historical records there that would tell us more things. I don't feel like they would have really any kind of analysis or science facilities. They're mostly focused on like religion and combat. So I think the only thing that we could learn from them is if they had old records. However, if there's some question about how old the order is, maybe they don't have those either. Maybe that's not a place to find the answers.
You've definitely seen. I don't think you've ever been inside the library in the keep on the Strand, but you've definitely like seen it. Like that.
Okay, so there is a big library
to the library, but it was always like you don't need to go in there.
Were you allowed in the library?
I don't think I ever had a reason to go in. I don't think because I would only go in if I was sent in there, and no one ever sent me in there. So
interesting.
So the question is, like, if we go there, we'll find some kind of answers, but we might not find the kind of answers we're looking for if we have the same problem we're having here, where people won't let us look for those things.
This is sounding to me anyway more and more like we should probably head to town instead then.
Head into the, what is it called?
Fort Atlas.
Fort Atlas. Yeah, maybe. I mean, if we do that, there is the risk that whatever power, whatever influential person or persons are restricting our access to information here, surely they will be even more powerful in Fort Atlas. So we could have more of those problems, but at the same time, we're closer to all of the stuff. You know, there'd be more connections that the what's the name of the family? That's what
The Reginald family.
Reginald.
Yeah, they would have influence everywhere, so it would be potentially easier to learn things about them because there'd be lots of people who would know things about them. So,
do you want to weigh in, Cora? What do you think?
Yeah, what do you reckon?
Let's go to Fort Atlas first, and then keep on the stand. Fort Atlas is also close to where the water used to be.
Yes,
so that could be interesting as well.
That's true. So if we learn more, that would lead us there. Maybe that would end up being a better.
I am
sort of
inclined
place.
to agree with both of you.
Cool.
Let's head to Fort Atlas.
Cool. Awesome.
Sounds good.
Now, it is not very difficult to travel across the Green Hills, but getting out of these mountains, out of Rao and down back into the hills, I think that sounds treacherous.
Okay.
To me.
Okay.
Yep.
It looks to me like several days' journey between Rao and Fort Atlas. I'm gonna say 3, based on my eyeballing.
Okay.
I
need to buy some rations then.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad. I have 3 days rations, but it's probably a good idea to.
Same.
But Cora, we
stock
don't
up.
have any money. We still don't
I
have any
know.
money.
We should do
do
some
we?
handy jobs.
So
And that was my whole idea of seeking out a temple to, like, you know, beg alms, but the temple is ruined.
Yeah, but like maybe there's, like, I don't know. You could go and look and see if there's anything valuable inside the temple.
That's true. We could just do a quick search, just in case. I mean, you know, no one's using it, and it's technically belongs to my order, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're asking me to step into a place which has been identified as the lair of a traitor. So
I can just go in on my own.
Oh, we're not
we
going to let
can
that.
leave you outside, Dino. That's fine.
It'll be
All right,
safe. I
fair argument.
slept in there. I slept in there.
And you didn't get
Yeah.
You wouldn't get stabbed, I suppose. Your people didn't write traitor on the wall. All right, let's go in. I mean, you know, it should be fine, right? I mean, I'm not going to burst into flame or anything.
Exactly.
Am I? Am I?
I hope not.
Okay. Let's go into the temple and see what's around there now.
All right. Cool. Yeah, so I think we want to climb in there and have a quick hunt for anything that might be valuable. Anything useful and valuable to us is what we are looking for.
All right, so yeah, you head inside and like the smell of like both of like stone and wood dust intermingled fills your nostrils, and you hear like you hear those sparrows like flapping around in the eaves of the building, and like and this time of day there's just like a couple of like rays of sunlight coming in through like little cracks in the roof, in the tiling. And you're gonna what are you doing? What's your searching look like?
Yeah, I think I am sort of. I guess I think we said last time I've seen other temples, not ruined, but that have a similar kind of layout, like as a sort of a standard a standard temple for this kind of religion, I think we said. So I think I would just sort of go to the places that are likely to have like stores of any kind of like food. Like I think that maybe this order generally would give care to the poor. So they might have like, you know, spare blankets or spare rations or something like that in a room somewhere. So I would kind of try and look for where that room would usually be.
Sure.
And I'd probably also try to look for like wherever they might keep their, what are they called? Coffers?
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Rolling a discern realities by the sounds of it.
Okay.
Make sure you
I may need help from someone.
Did you give yourself an experience point for that 5 earlier?
Yeah.
Good.
I did.
I might just do arcane art and like.
Yeah.
No, I won't. Fuck it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So you got an 8, Emily, which means you're going to ask one of the discern realities questions.
Yep. What here is useful or valuable to me?
That's fair.
I know there's probably more interesting questions to ask about the temple, but that's our immediate concern.
Yeah. Any rations that would have been stored here are long spoiled. But you find you can find like a bedroll and things like that, like a couple of them, and like some like warm clothes. I think you can also find. I think you also find like so. There's the big, like brass sun that sits behind the altar. But I think like while you're rummaging around in the like, you also find a little gold statuette that is clearly like that is amongst the like ritual things that you would put on the table when you're doing a service. But you've never seen a statuette of a golden winged woman with her like arm wings above. She has like her arm wings like raised above her head, but her head has been like knocked off this statuette.
Yeah. Okay. And this is not like a figure that I recognize as part of the religion as I know it.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. And she's made of gold, or seems to be made of gold.
She's gold plated.
Gold plated. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be hesitant to sell it, even though it would probably solve our problems. But it is like, seems very mysterious and valuable in a non-monetary sense.
Are there any?
Maybe just like hunting birds and maybe using them as rations.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, is there a way for us to try and? There is a way for us to try and collect food as we go.
Rations on the road.
Yeah.
You roll exceptionally well on. I think. Let me check the move.
Yeah, because I think there is something. There is a move like that. Maybe that is a good way to go. I don't think we'll find that here.
I have a move that makes people attack their own allies. So I was thinking I could make a bird attack.
Just make the birds fight
Make
each
a
other.
bird attack the other birds. Oh, sad.
I mean, they're already.
And then
spotlighted.
maybe one would fall down. Yeah.
I mean, they're sparrows, right? Like I don't know how much food you're getting off a sparrow. But,
Never mind.
Like a pigeon.
Good plan, though.
If you get a 10 plus on the quartermaster roll, it reduces the number of rations required by 1.
And the rations are measured.
Rations between us at the moment.
A ration is a person a day.
Yeah. So I have 3 rations total.
Oh, you have 3.
Same.
Oh, I can pull more out of my. Oh, yeah, I can pull more out of my adventures pack. What am I thinking? Yeah. I'll be fine too then.
Okay. Cool.
Good. Cool. Okay, but I am going to take this statuette. I'm going to take this statuette with me. I'm going to put that in my inventory because what the hell?
It's like a headless version of the Spirit of Ecstasy from the which is the little figure on the front of Rolls Royces.
Right, yeah, I also thought of the Winged Victory of Samothrace, of course.
Yeah, yep.
Um, okay, cool. I'll put it in my inventory.
Yeah, same sort of thing.
Alright.
Alright, well, I guess Zeno is going to lead the way out down the mountain.
Yeah,
Yep,
alright, so
that sounds like something Xeno would do.
Alright, so that sounds like Xeno is Trailblazer. You also need so when you undertake a travel through hostile territory, choose one member of the party to act as a trailblazer, one to scout ahead, and one to be quartermaster. Each character with a job to do rolls wisdom.
Well, okay, so I guess that makes me Trailblazer.
I can scout ahead because I'm small.
Cool. Awesome.
Cool. I'm happy
very
to.
charismatic.
Yep, I'm happy to quartermaster then. Okay. Oh dear.
That did not roll great.
Okay, well, I mean,
So,
you got an 8, so that seems good.
so it takes the regular amount of time to reach Fort Atlas, and it takes a regular amount of rations to reach Fort Atlas. But let me have a look and see what a 6 is on what a 6 minus is for scouting.
So did you say it was
while you're
3
doing
days?
It has
Yeah,
come
3
to my
days.
attention that someone in the audience has said hello. Hi, Steve.
Hi,
Oh.
Steve.
Okay.
Oh, hi,
Hello. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, there's several people here. Oh, hello.
Hello to
So,
all of you. Welcome to
Wow.
the jungle.
While
We've
we're
got funny
looking,
games.
here, oh my goodness, did you guys see the thing that Hawk Oddly has linked? Because that's excellent.
Let me bring that up for
Oh my
for
goodness.
record's sake. While I'm working out. Oh god. Yes, that is definitely
What?
Wow.
Can we post it in the
I've shown it on screen. If you can open the link if you want.
So good.
So, yeah, scouting ahead. Do you spot any approaching danger? So I think it's not until you're heading into the gates of Fort Atlas that you finally notice that someone has been like tailing you, and you head into the gates and you see them like write something down on like a on a pad or something. This like robed figure, and then they like disappear back down behind the hill from which they were watching you.
They're writing on a pad, you said? Like a pad of paper?
Yep.
It appears to be just one person?
It's one person, but yeah, they make a note and like observe you going into Fort Atlas.
Is this a person that I might recognize
They're
from?
too far off.
Too far off? Can't tell. Okay. Let's think about this. Who cares about where we're going? Does it be telling anyone where we're going?
You did not.
No. It could be the same whoever it was that knew what we were trying to research in the library at Rao, or like part of the same force
Organization,
that's opposing
yeah.
us. Yeah.
That was my thought as well. And it's just
Don't
an
fault
indistinct robe. There's no insignia or any sort of trimming or anything like that in the robe.
I would say that it is not dissimilar to a mage's robe, but like with a hood pulled.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
I think we should ignore that for now.
Yeah. Can we
just
attempt
keep
to like not let them know that we saw them? You know, they don't know that we know that they know.
I mean, they disappear as soon as they've made that note. You only saw them
Okay,
with-
yeah,
for a
let's
glimpse.
just pretend
Let's
like
just assume they haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
Um,
Cool. We are oblivious. We do not know that you are writing down any notes about us.
Cool.
okay.
So yeah, Fort Atlas is here with its huge sandstone walls, and it's got like the yellow sandstone with like bright white chalky mortar, and they make these huge like square walls. And then the like big rusted grate that makes up the main gate that makes up the portcullis that is like the main. You're coming in through the eastern gate. There's one on each on each cardinal direction, and yeah, you're coming in and you hear like this like clank 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 as like the portcullis gets raised, and then like lowered again, as like a cart like a couple of carts are let through, and then yeah, the one of the guards approaches you. It's like, sorry about all this. We're on a high security alert. You're going to have to fill out these forms. There's apparently been some trouble, but we're not supposed to say that. Sorry. You need to fill out these forms. Yeah, and he hands you little clipboards, which are asking for like your names, your occupations, what your business in Atlas is, and all those sorts of things.
Time to get our stories right.
Yeah. Oh dear. We're kind of on the spot though.
I have another idea, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
I have a charm person spell.
Ooh.
I can Jedi mind trick this guy.
I mean, the situation is we can't in character make a plan here because this person is theoretically standing right in front of
He
us.
hands them to you and then like walks away and
then walks away.
and gives
Okay.
them to get and start and like there's someone else in like the who's like rocked up behind you and he starts doing the same little speech. This time he remembers not to mention the thing he's not supposed to talk about. But yeah.
Okay.
He's like standard security protocol.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could try
Like-
that, but also if
well,
could
that's
just
the other question. Are we actually
make
worried
something
about
up.
anything?
I think we should not give our real purpose or maybe our real names.
Let's say that we're here to help the thing that's in trouble. We're like, oh yeah, that thing.
But we don't know, right? We don't know.
Nudge. Yeah, but no
Which
one's
is
allowed
where
to
charm
mention it.
person comes in, where we can find
Okay.
out what the problem
True.
is. And
That's
then we
true.
can be like, no, we're here to help.
Yeah,
with
okay.
Exactly. That's amazing.
Oh
It's
my
exactly
God.
that what we're here to help.
Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'd like
Yeah.
to pull this guy aside and, excuse me, we've got a couple of questions about the form we need to fill in. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. Look around the eyes. Look around the eyes. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. Look deep into my eyes. You're under.
You've got really, really deep eyes.
This is just for you, chat. Okay, so that's an intelligence roll because it's a magic
You
spell.
gotta make the do with the magic. Let's see how it goes. Hey!
Nice.
Hey.
Alright.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I'm really happy
so
with that.
Entrancing.
Yeah, so he considers you to be a friend until he takes takes damage or you prove otherwise.
Okay. All right. We just wanted to double check before we filled this form in. There's a chance that we're here to solve your problem. Can you tell us what the problem is,
Yeah, he's like
friend?
and he's like, oh well, apparently there's some spies coming in from Rao, and we're supposed to be keeping an eye out. And he looks over at the like the guy who's like rocked up with like a cabbage a cart full of cabbage like on a donkey. He's like, that guy looks pretty suspicious to me. He's like, do you have? He's like, you look like maybe you're some kind of magic person. Maybe you could help us find the spies from Rao.
That's whether or not I can do
Oh,
magic is a
shit.
little bit classified, but yes, I
He's
absolutely
like-
can.
Oh, sorry, I
can
didn't mean to
help.
make assumptions. It was the blue robe with the yellow stars. Sorry.
No, I get it all the time. It's fine. Okay. All right.
The spies from Rao? Is that us?
It's probably us, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. Okay.
Oh no!
Okay. What I'm going to do is say, all right, look, we are here to help. We have some more pleasurable reasons to be here as well, which is why we took the assignment. So if you can let us in, I'm happy to help you point out this. I'm happy to help you identify which of the people who is definitely in this line is the spies. Are the spies? Is the spy?
You're gonna blame it on someone else? I don't think that goes into like our goodness.
I feel
This-
like that could be questionable. Yeah.
I mean, are you going to say that out loud? I mean, have you? I don't think
Yeah,
you've ever
exactly.
had this
Because we won't be able to call you out. And you say it. So.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna like accidentally bump into Jimmy or something. Just be like, oh shit.
Yeah. He's like, your friend has a suspicious cough.
I know, we're getting it looked at. We've got some clerics looking at it. It's fine. Okay, so then how do you guys want to handle this then? Like,
We should get
Well-
in and we should see whoever's in charge because it's them who we can help. 'Cause they
no,
might be
I've got
already,
it. I've got
who
it.
knows?
Sorry. The report that we have is that the spy is already in the city. This is why they've sent us.
Is that what you're
To-
saying to him?
Yes, the reports that we have are that the spy is already in the city. We're here to try and catch them.
All right. Sounds like you are defying the danger of his suspicion, your ability to tell lies and manipulations of your tongue, and that sounds like a charisma to me.
That's fair enough.
Note that if you fuck it up, 8. All right.
The dice are working tonight.
He's like, all right. He's like,
We
all
are the
right.
spies
But we got to
looking
make
for
sure we
the
do
spy.
the paperwork properly. Otherwise, I could get in a lot of trouble.
That's okay. I'm John Smith. This is John Smith. And this is John Smith. We are all humble shoppers coming in to investigate the great market,
He's like,
to peruse the great market.
it's like, are you related?
Our
What?
mother was not very creative. I couldn't
We're
resist.
triplets.
Yeah, the triplets. Oh.
Now here's the thing, Zeno. Charm
That's
person
really
makes
sus?
the person
Is that the
your
thing?
friend, not an idiot.
Not stupid.
Yeah, no. We're
No. But,
we're not related. We're not related. It's a code name, which is standard
Exactly.
procedure in these sort of
It's like,
operations.
oh, of course, a code name, right? Of course. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, you fill out the form, and he is going to let you inside. But Zeno, you're going to have to stay here with him for the rest of the afternoon to identify any potential spies.
Going through before you guys wander off, remember what we're looking for. The report did indicate they were already in the city, so hopefully this won't take very long while I'm in here.
Emily, is your mic working?
Sorry, no. I just said okay.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So,
All right. So,
where shall we meet up again? How will we find you when you've finished doing
The
your
local
important
inn,
work?
perhaps?
That's a good question.
Yeah, there must be an inn nearest to this gate, so we'll meet you at that inn, like at dinner time or whatever.
Sounds like a plan.
cool. Yeah. So you can meet up at the Boatman's Coin later on. Cool. So, what do Cora and Titus get up to?
Okay, well, I mean, once we're out of earshot of our friend at the gate,
Morgan.
yeah, I think Morgan, okay, cool. I think Titus turns to Cora and is like, okay, so what is our actual plan? Oh, I think you're muted.
Yeah, I can't hear you, Maze.
Oh, am I muted now?
You're good
No,
now.
you're
Oh
good.
no. Oh.
You're good now.
We need to find something to do with chemistry and chemicals, like someone who's good at that. Do we want to find anything more about Sir Reginald?
Yeah, we could try to find out, like, we could try to just learn about what he and his family have been doing the last little while to see whether there's any indication that they, like, know we're onto them or something. If they've been, like, I don't know, acting weirdly or something. But yeah, do we have, oh, I've got to remember now. We were assuming that, the family might still have a blueprint for the ship and or
Yeah.
instructions on how they made those chemicals, because if that was something they kind of patented, then surely that would still be in the possession of the family. But that could just involve, like, that sounds like a burglary thing, which we maybe don't want to do just yet. So
Like, become amicable friends with the Reginald family.
I mean, you.
And then
you
take
already-
them to the pub and get them drunk, which is
Yeah.
when Xena will come back.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that you're already like known to Sir Lendrick, who is the current Reginald. So Lendrick Reginald already knows you and already knows that you are not
trustworthy.
on good terms. Like you and
Yeah.
Sir Lendrick Reginald are
Because-
not good friends.
Because I think we said that the job that we did in the past for my
Yeah.
ex-knight was basically because they were trying to blackmail them or like get dirt on them. So they would know that, at least they would know that my order doesn't like them. So I think we have to go around them. So maybe we could just start off with like a general asking around about what the family's been doing, if we can come up with some kind of reason why we might be asking that. That isn't the real reason.
I mean, why not do, like, hey, did you guys know there's a giant boat stuck on a mountain with Reginald's name on it? Have you heard about that at all? I mean,
That's true.
I
That's
guess
true.
they probably would have heard about it.
I mean, if we go down that route, it's possible that they will hear that we've been asking about it and, you know, confront us directly, but maybe that's not a bad thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, speed it up. Come
All right,
on,
well,
motherfuckers.
so
Come at
bring it.
us.
All right, well, let's start off like a little bit subtle. Let's sort of like ask in, you know, the marketplace or somewhere not too sus, and just be like, we heard about this thing up north. We definitely haven't been there because we're not spies, but we heard about it. Is it worth investigating? Do you think there's treasure in there or something?
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we could even ask about the spies and, hey, do you think the spies have anything to do with that ship?
Yeah. Double bluff. All right. Cool.
So what are you trying to achieve here?
Snooker.
We want to know if there are any rumors that are new about the boat or about the Reginalds. Like, have they been doing anything weird?
Yeah. All right. It sounds like you're discerning
that kind of thing.
realities.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. With charisma.
Yeah. Discern realities is wisdom, though, right? It's when you.
Okay.
Unless you have a different
Alright.
bard move that you're trying to use.
No, we don't have specifically a move for talk to people and get information, unfortunately.
I'm just gonna check to see if there's a
Yeah.
town. There might be a town move for that. Let me have a look. Special moves. Carouse. No, that's when you throw a big party. No, and you're not trying to find or hire help. No, I reckon you're discerning realities. Because it's not a specific character, so you can't really parlay.
Okay. Are you happy to be the primary talker? Because I feel like the bard is going to be a bit more like casual and approachable.
It's going to be wisdom because you're trying to get the information without like making a scene or anything.
Yeah. Question though,
Okay.
your spell where you make help better and more good, can that apply to you or only to other people?
I think it's just to others.
Okay.
Oh, no. The next time someone successfully assists the target. So,
Yeah,
All right.
It can be yourself.
Well, maybe we could do that, and then I can help you for
All right.
2 if we need.
Where are you going to go to sing a song?
okay.
Oh,
You know what? We need some money.
That's it.
We need
Yeah.
some money. So I'm gonna go to the market. I'm gonna put my hat down, which is a very well looked after hat, as we remember. And I'm gonna start singing about like the goodness of community and how it's great that everyone knows each other and everyone knows what's going on all the time. And I hope to be welcomed into this community as a newcomer, someone who's traveling around.
Cool. We're going to busk and cast at the same time. That sounds really cool. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll your charisma for...
All right, cool.
Also,
Yeah.
am I able to pull like a raincoat or rain cloak out of my adventuring gear that I could put over myself to be less obviously Hand of the Sun?
I'm happy for you to have gotten one of those from the temple that you raided.
Okay, sure, yeah. So I'll just put something really sort of bland on. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Cora, yeah, good job. You did the thing. I'm
Yep.
just seeing if you also...
Yeah, you sure did. Nice.
Where is it? I'm just looking for a thing.
Did we get any monies?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. We are rich. Dina's gonna come back and we're gonna be like the new
feel like-
kings. We're like,
we don't
what
need
up
you anymore,
in our
Xeno.
fur? Yeah.
We're rich now.
It's gold coins, so we can't make it rain. We have to make it hail.
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
Where's the treasure? There it is. So can you roll me a d4, please? What's your damage dice, Maze?
D6?
D6. Roll a d6.
No. Damage?
What's
What?
what's your damage dice?
Alright.
Just tell me what your damage dice is.
D6.
All right, so you. Right, you find some coins. Can you
Yay!
roll me 4d10.
That's a really cool mechanic. I like that. I like that. That's cool.
So roll 4d10, which is to see.
Oh.
So that
That's
was rolling
a
on a
lot.
table, and then 4d10 is the number of coins you get.
24 coins!
Yay! We are rich.
We're rich!
We're in,
Oh
man.
my god! Yeah!
That's
That's
excellent.
exciting.
Okay. In case we get split up later on, I'm gonna give you 12 coins and I 12 coins. If you have space, do coins have
Coins
weight?
don't take up space,
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
or if they do, I don't care.
Yay. Richness is a state of being. You just have to believe. Sing a song. Alright, cool. So we have coins, and next time I need aid, I get +2.
True, yeah, because it continues. Alright.
Alright, now we gotta do some rumors.
Cool. Something went weird there. Have I lost my...
Nope.
You seem fine.
has happened? Ah, there we go. That's all right. I just somehow managed to minimize the chat thing, and I was like, "Oh, what's happened?"
Ah.
Anyway, okay. Cool.
So now we're doing discern realities.
Discern realities, and you're trying to find out rumors.
Yeah. I think we have the same, roughly the same wisdom. So
So you're finding out rumors
plus
about
one.
the Reginald family and about the boat. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, recent stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So maybe you should be the primary
Okay.
asker, and I will.
Yeah, right. Of course.
Help you.
Cool. Wisdoming it up.
Okay, I will
Want some
attempt
help?
to help you.
You're only going to boost it from a 7 to a 9. That's not going to get you into the next category.
Yeah.
True. Okay. Cool.
So,
That's
we
all right.
have one
not
question
a fail.
from the Discern Realities list. What happened here recently? What is about to happen? What should I be on the lookout for? What hero is useful or valuable to me? Who's really in control here? And what hero is not what it appears to be? And I am taking into account that you're asking about those things specifically.
Cool. I mean, what happened here recently is the obvious one, but who's really in control here could be a really interesting spin on the info that Ash has to say.
Yep. Also, what here is not what it appears to be is always good, because then it's like, what are people trying to cover up or pretend?
Twitch chat, what do you think?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we
If
have
they're
some people
here.
in chat. What do you think? Do we want to go with the obvious answer or one of the two less obvious answers? Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if Holcudley is still there. Let's go with your one. What here is not what it appears to be.
Okay.
Fascinating.
Cool. That was what Hawkodley suggested anyway.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Hawk.
Cool.
So, I think you hear a rumor that the reason that Abigail French was killed in a duel with Sir Reginald recently was because she was like he made an excuse to duel her because she'd been like putting bad on the family name. She'd been making aspersions about the family, and the rumor is that he's making a move for the position of Chancellor of the Council of Fort Atlas. And,
That seems like a bad thing.
And so anything that might cast bad light on the family name or his name is being ruthlessly handled.
Yep. Okay. That sounds like it gives us a clue about what happened in Rao. Because, yeah, they would be like unrelated to what we're doing. They're actively looking to protect anything that is gonna besmirch their name. So, okay, right.
I think.
Well, maybe we better watch ourselves then.
Yeah, no one's this woman, Ms. French kept like just like coming up with like papers that showed that they'd not filed their taxes correctly and accusations of sexual misconduct in the workplace and all these sorts of things.
Okay.
And
probably all of which are true.
Yeah, and she just kept like coming up with like the paperwork for these things, and so he was like, you know what, like, and made an excuse about something completely unrelated, and challenged her to a duel, which she then lost.
And she was dead. Oh, okay. See, now it's a pity that she died for many reasons, but also because she obviously seemed to have an ability to get hold of those papers, and we need papers, but we can't get her help because she died. She was murdered.
It's a lot of work. Like, she must have had help. It's a lot to do as one person.
Yeah,
there must be someone on the inside.
Yeah.
I'm not here. I can't help.
Back at the.
I think. Well, I mean, that's our afternoon anyway.
You've been like helping out Morgan, Zeno, and at some point during the afternoon, another guard comes up and like whispers in Morgan's ear, and he just turns to you and he looks so sad and disappointed, and he says, "Zeno, no, it can't be true, buddy." And he like looks to the other guard, and the other guard like nods and pulls out some manacles. What do you do?
Okay. Okay. I start by using spell defense and dispelling the charm person,
Okay.
and
He
placing my
suddenly realizes that you were never his friend.
Yep. So as the manacles clap down, I sleek out of them. And am I still outside, or am I in a
he
structure?
he hasn't got the manacles on you yet. He's coming
Oh,
to you
okay.
with them.
Okay, then I just run. Is there a window I can dive out of?
Yes, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to dive out that window and run.
That sounds very much like you're using your dexterity to defy danger.
I don't want to hurt these guys. Don't make me hurt these guys. My dex is -1.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Zeno, you tumble out the window into like a fruit stall, and like
like cabbages.
You collapse the entire fruit stall, and you're just like dripping with all this like with all of this fruit like fruit juice and things. But you start running, but you're like you're leaving a trail of fruit juice behind you.
Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation to clean myself up.
Okay. So you duck into like a little an alleyway to like cast a spell?
Yeah. So I dive into the alleyway. I don't have any sort of disguise spells, which is unfortunate, but I can clean myself up. So it'll just be a Wonder Woman spin dealy.
Cool, awesome. Roll
It's like
your intelligence to cast a spell, Jimmy.
Okay, prestidigitation. Okay, was there downsides
Choose your
for that?
penalty.
I will not use prestidig. I will forget how to prestidigitate for the moment.
Yeah, cool, awesome.
And I'm going to climb over the. Is the alley sealed, or can I go through?
There's obviously a chain link fence at the end of it that you could climb over, and then
that's what we're gonna try and do.
And then
we're gonna try and
you roll for that. You climb over the chain link fence and like kick away the box, and for the moment you've dodged out of sight.
Yeah, and just keep running towards our what was it, the boatman's coin?
The boatman's coin.
Yeah.
That's where I'm headed.
That's a really ominous name.
Yeah.
That's a really ominous name for an inn.
Yeah. So yeah, you
that's fine.
You reach the.
That's fine.
You rock up to the inn and you see the like swinging sign of a man on of a skeleton on a gondola with like coins for eyes.
Because of course we do.
Of course, yeah. It's fine. It's not an omen.
Are they? I'm able to spot you guys. Yeah,
I'm assuming we're there
I'm
because
assuming you've reached there by now. Yeah.
We didn't have that much to do.
Now might be a good time to either rent a room and stay up there, or get out of here.
Well,
as part of my human bard ability, when I first enter a civilized settlement, someone who respects the custom of hospitality to minstrels will take you in as their guest, which I think is usually like pubs and bars.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Maureen, the hostess, the woman who owns the boatman's coin. She respects these traditions, and she's always happy to have a talented bard in place, as long as they can make their way with by like providing entertainment. She's happy to have you. The one rule is no filthy mouth. This is a clean establishment, and the gods are watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Which gods?
She's like, all the gods. Yeah, she's like, she's like, I feel like we have an understanding, bard. And she's like,
Yes.
I will ply you with, I will provide you and your companions with drink if you would like.
I don't know about you,
Yes.
but I just run some guards. I could use a drink. I don't say that out loud, obviously.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. She provides you. She provides you with a decanted bottle of fine wine.
Oh,
I think
wow.
Titus. I think Titus doesn't drink. He's too kind of on edge. Yeah. So I don't think he does.
Perhaps we could offer your drink to someone who looks knowledgeable, I guess. So
What kind of knowledgeable?
usually in a bar, there's someone who's sitting in a corner by themselves, and they often listen a lot.
It's true, they do.
There's a person who's sitting in the corner, like there's a person who's sitting in like a dark corner and like facing the corner currently. Do you want to go like talk to them?
I have a question.
He occasionally like, looks over his
comment.
shoulder.
Hawk made a really good point in chat, which was that even if the woman who died in the duel is dead, she may have things in her house that would be useful or at least lead us to where she was getting things from. So that may be a thing worth investigating. We do have someone who is good at breaking into places.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Unless there may still be people, there may be her relatives living in there or whatever, but
I mean, I'm not going to make a roll to find out where her house was.
Okay. Yep. I was going to say, yeah, maybe we give someone the drink to just be like, hey, we heard about this crazy duel or something.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you share your drink, and if Cora performs their duties as a bard, then I think
duties as a bard.
I think you can probably find out where Abigail French lived.
That's it, Abigail. Do we think that that's a good way to go, or what do we reckon? Or do we feel like we're in immediate danger and we need to like get out of the town? Like how if the guards know about?
Let's stay.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I think that we can ask. Yeah, I think we can ask the shady character like a little bit more than just where Abigail lives.
I mean, so if you go
like
up and
perhaps they have opinions
if you go and try
or
and talk
thoughts.
to him, he's going to try and quickly button up his pants and like look really awkward.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh God! All right.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it sure wasn't that.
No. Wow. All right, friend. What a respectable establishment they have here.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I've spent my prestidigitation.
If you go and talk to some of the like regular townsfolk, they're happy to talk to you about it because they think that this whole thing with Reginald is fucked because he's a rich bastard.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, that's good. That's handy at least.
Perhaps you guys can do that. I'm gonna go and sit on a table somewhere and blow my horn to attention. Everybody, look at me!
I feel like it's an excellent way to provide cover for the like clandestine discussions that are happening amongst the the others and the traders and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Cool. I think they also. Sorry.
I was going to say, I don't think this is going to come back to bite us at all.
What are you singing about, Cora? What's your song?
I'm going to sing about the legend of the Yeti on the mountain, just to get people thinking about, mountains.
Ah, yeah, I see.
If anyone asks, though, we haven't been there.
No.
It's an old legend
of going there.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It is.
So you get an address from some of the merchants in here, and also a couple of them give you some of Ms. French's like flyers. She had these flyers, these pamphlets that she would hand out, that were all about like the rights of the merchants and workers above those of the aristocracy, and how the aristocracy is like, keeping all the wealth to itself. And so she would hand out these flyers as well. I think with the sound of a crackling fire and a beautiful song, and the taste of wine still fresh on your lips, we go to a break.
All right.
We'll be back in 5-10 minutes. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Cool. Okay.
See you soon.